top of the AM. Man, it's that dude, Prolific, man, and we back with episode 26 of Fatherhood, Hip Hop, and Sports. First and foremost, man, I want to just give thanks to the Creator for giving me life, uh, giving me the chance, the opportunity to see 37 years of life, man. Episode 26 today, guys, means a lot to me because this is the birthday edition. Uh, we've made it to see 37-year trips around the sun. Um, Sorry for the delay. I owe you guys an episode. Um, but I knew with Christmas in between, the last episode that I had to delay on Friday, uh, all of the potential news and the things that I knew was gonna be available after the weekend, then knowing where episode 27 should have fell, which was today. I said, nah, my birthday to 26, and why not just push episode 26 to the 26? So uh that was my reason for being a little, behind schedule because I felt like, well, we're gonna just cram everything that took place Christmas and over the holidays, and we'll just cram all that in on my birthday on Monday. So here we are, top of the week. A lot of fresh, hot news to come, to speak with you guys about. But I just want to give thanks to the Creator, man, for giving me life and giving me the chance and opportunity to be in a number one more time. It's a lot of people that didn't make it these last few days, uh, and just to be able and physically and mentally stable, man, these last couple years has been very challenging. So to be in the number one more time is something that I don't take for granted, and I'm very, very thankful that the Creator had mercy on my life. So want to send another special shout out, man, to all the fathers out there. I hope and pray that Christmas was a success for you, your family, your kids, all your loved ones. Um, I know that there's always a hunger and a desire for more. And, that's why I feel as if the job is never finished. No matter how things may seem, uh, no matter how we may get in life, uh, no matter how low we may get in life, we still have to stay hungry, and we still have to understand that there's always room for improvement and there's always room for more. So I just want to give a special shout out to all the fathers. I also want to send a special heavenly shout out, man, to my brother Fred, to my dad, to my uncle Noon, to my uncle Flay, to my papa, man. I miss all you guys. All you guys are, you know, that are on the other side of the spectrum, and your energy, all your life lessons, and the things that you guys left behind. Um, I still feel it today. I'm very thankful that I had an opportunity to share life with each and every one of you guys. Um, in regards to my brother, um, I made it 37 years, bro. Um, it sucks you didn't get to see five, but um, I'm gonna keep trying to go. To make you proud and make you, feel like one of us actually made it and did something. But yeah, each and every day, I feel as if sometimes uh, living on your terms, on your time. But unfortunately, you didn't make it, and you know, being the younger brother that made it, and you know, we're still here 37 years later. I just wish I had the opportunity, to be with you and see you and just get to know you. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. But I love you. There's never a day go by I don't think of you and I don't think of what we could have been as a brother combo. And keep watching over me. Hip hop, man, it's a lot of drama, a lot of mess. It seems like every day when we wake up or we go to sleep and we wake up and uh, we grab our phones, we check some of our social medias and et cetera, et cetera. It seems as if every day is more mess in hip hop than people just making music. It's a lot of drama, a lot of unnecessary politics that comes from that industry. And man, the Tory Lane situation is very messy. He's been found guilty in connection to the shooting with Megan. Um, I don't want to be giving shout outs or anything in towards no situation where I feel as if people are fighting for their freedom. All I'm gonna do is speak on it, bring it up, and just hope and pray that God shed some light on all the people and all the parties that are involved. Memphis can't catch a break. It seems like right when you think they trying to move past Dolph and not saying that you're gonna ever forget Flipper. Shout out to Dolph, man, to his family, to his kids, to the whole paper route movement, man. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Grow Hero, man. Stand up guy for what you've been going viral for. Your homie dead. He ain't no longer here no more. So anybody disrespecting his name, speaking funny, talking funny, acting goofy. Uh, if you was riding with him when he was here, that's. I guess that's the way you're supposed to win about that. So, big shout out to uh, Paper Route Empire, man, and all what they got going on, man. But yeah, it seems like Memphis can't catch a break, man. So sorry for the loss of the young cat, Big Scar. Very talented artist. A lot of cadence, super Memphis. Um, Big shout out to I am gonna shout out Gucci Man here though, cause man, I need you to stay prayed up, big homie. It seems like a lot of people that's been attached to you, man, here this last 2 to 5 years, they just dying, getting smoked, all kinds of crap that's going on. The former manager, she's been in the media lately. Uh, yeah, Guwap. Stay prayed up, Guwap, please. It seems like a lot of stuff that's attached to you is it has death on it, and I don't wish that on nobody. But I do know that this era, this generation, where we at with hip hop, the music, like I've been preaching for the last 10 months, man, we got to get back to more substance in the music. It seems like you guys have. I can't say you guys, but what I will say, it seems as if the elites, the higher ups, have made it okay for these mainstream artists that have built these machines, these mega followings, and it seems as if the elites are okay with the airways being polluted with music that promotes you know Percocet usage, Xanax usage, uh, drugs in general. I mean, you gotta understand, man. lot of these rappers got, y'all got to understand, man, the feds and these RICO charges and all this crap that's going on, a lot of this stuff is real. A lot of you got to understand, a lot of government agencies and higher ups, they got scammed out a lot of money throughout this pandemic, man. So all federal agencies right now, they working on a lot of levels. So if you've been out here moving and grooving at a level where things just ain't adding up with the feds and et cetera, man, they coming. They coming for you. They coming at you. They gonna send all kinds of people that look like you. You think they're your homies, your friends. You think baby might just be into you and what you got going on, but the whole time she might be the feds. You get what I mean? So you gotta. Uh, I just all I can say, man, put the pills down because it's not really what you do, it's how you do it. So if you out here, you know, moving and grooving at that pace 4, 5 times a week, man, I don't care who you are, how old you are, anybody can tap out. As you guys can see, this kid wasn't even 22, 23, 24 years old. Death don't really has an age. It don't have a certain time scale. It's a thief in the night. It comes, it takes. Um, and it's a very unexpected thing. So, um, my advice to the youth: you're making music, curating. You got a big following, people buying into your sauce, your program. Um, let's talk about more substance, man. Shit, rap about how much money you're making. Shit, if anything, just talk. I mean, even though that's boring too, because everybody touching some paper, but just talk about that. But all the how many perks you do, how many Zans you do, how much lean you drink. Um, yeah, that's death just waiting on you, fam. So, uh, sorry, Memphis, as a whole, as a iconic city, not just to the hip hop industry, but just to the nation as a whole, man. Y'all can't catch a break as a city, man. Um, so all I can say is all the fellow artists in Memphis, the up and coming artists that this guy was attached to, uh, put the pills down, leave the pills alone, man. Be cordial about what you're doing. Shout out to Offset, man. I heard he was just granted the key to Gwinnett County. Uh, the work, the contributions that he's put in uh, as a third of the group Migos here the last decade. The work itself speaks for itself. So, uh, very class move by the county of Gwinnett. Uh, I also want to send a special shout out, man, to the family of Ronnie Hillman. Ronnie Hillman was 31 years old, guys, and he was a San Diego State Aztec, and also was a Super Bowl winning running back. Played in 2 Super Bowls. Passed away here this past right before Christmas at the age of 31. Had some type of cancer that his family and him they knew he had, and he had been fighting it the last few years, and um, I guess they knew his days were limited, so he was with family and close friends and stuff when he checked out. So that's another thing, man. That sometimes hit people that you be like, hey, this guy was humble. He was loved by a lot of people, and he didn't bother people. He wasn't in the limelight and in the media and followed by paparazzi and stuff like that. And here it is, 31. He just checked out just like that. So um, one day we can be here, one day we can be gone. But all I can say is that we gotta stay prayed up. We gotta stay mindful that the work is never finished. A lot of this stuff, we're doing. It's temporarily, but it can still live a lifetime and be an infinite ordeal as long as we stay pure and stay um, passionate about what it is that we're trying to create and trying to put out here into the atmosphere. So uh, let's just stay mindful that we have to stay maximizing our time, because time is like the sweetest gift uh, that the creator can give us, because as you guys see, as I just spoke on, we got kids 31, kids 22, people of all walks of life, they checking out of here. So uh, let's stay prayed up. Let's hope, pray that 2023 can be more healthy and more stronger for all of us, not just for me, but for all of us. Um, Not just in California, but in Georgia and Texas and Massachusetts and Nebraska and Idaho and Michigan, all over the country, all over the world, man. Let's just pray for peace and health and abundance for everybody. Sports, we're gonna keep it kind of brief because it was so much stuff that took place this weekend in sports. It was so complex, and it was very tricky. Vegas is very tricky. Uh, Energy, everything is very tricky. So, but Kansas City, Buffalo, NFL, AFC, still at the top of things. Who takes number one? That might go all the way down to the end of the season, end of the last game, because they both have identical records. They're both 12-3, and both of them know how much home field advantage falls in their favor. So um, I clearly believe that both of those teams will. They have already showed that they're going to be one of the top seeds. Um, Very impressed with the AFC North. Baltimore clinched. Cincy should have clinched. The division ain't been decided yet. I want to say they both have to play each other again. But they both, I want to say, clinched the playoffs this past weekend. Um, Big shout out to the Steelers. Very class, you know, act. Um, Very difficult week for you guys as an organization, losing Franco Harris. Franco uh, was I want to say, he had a birthday coming up or something in that nature, and it was approaching the iconic catch that that took place in 1972 against the Raiders. How ironic that that anniversary was approaching, where he caught that ball against the Raiders, and they played the Raiders this past week and won the game to move to 7-8 on the season. I don't think 9-8 gonna get them any noise in the division, but the way things are shaping out with the wild card teams, uh, they still got a shot to get in now. Dolphins, man, y'all been fumbling lately. Y'all took another L last night. That's like four straight losses for you guys. So um, don't know what's really going on down there in South Beach, but I think you guys got to get back to the film work and understanding that football is a game of four quarters. You got to play a complete four quarters on all three phases, not just offensively and defensively. Special teams has to be balanced as well. So I feel as if Miami has uh, rolled a lot of the hype this year so far that's been hovering over Dolphins facility and all the things they have going on, and now the pressure is on. Now here it is, and y'all did all that all year, made a lot of noise, but you got to close the deal, because you got a lot of teams that just fought all year, was ugly all year, and now they have life. Now they got hope. Now they got a chance and a shot, because you guys were on some prima donna stuff, and the prima donna stuff don't cut it. When it comes to closing the deals and securing your spots and berths in these playoffs. So I think you guys got to get back to the basics and play football and focus on these next 2 weeks. Uh, NFC, big shout out to the Cowboys. That was a very uh, intriguing game this past weekend. I wasn't aware that you guys have made the transactions to the services of T.Y. Hilton. Um, nice pickup for you guys. Ty will stretch the field. I mean, anytime you got a 3rd and 30 and he picks up 50 or 40, like no problem. Like, I mean, yeah, Darius Slay wasn't expecting his safety just be back there sleeping like that, but it's 3rd and 30. So he's an all-pro corner too. So I feel as if you took a play off right there, and practically uh, could cost you out of number 1 seed. But I don't think so. I think Philly take care of his business. The next game they play, Gardner looked it very good for him, not seeing the field at pretty much at all this season and being a former starter and a guy with a lot of just confidence, the way he played in Jacksonville in the years that he was there, like uh a lot of great things from Gardner, a lot of great things you saw. So I think well, I won't say great, but a lot of solid stuff that Gardner did that I feel as if out of these last 2 games, he should be able to win them one of those games. Because if I was them, I won't even bring Jalen back the rest of the season. I would sit him down, get him rest up, make sure he's watching film, make sure he's going back and looking at, okay, all the games that I did win, there were still flaws. There were still things in my mechanics that he could tighten up and he can, brush up on. So if I was management, front office, Jalen sits the rest of the season. He has nothing else to prove. Big shout out to Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, the Packers and Buccaneers picked up W's this weekend. Tampa, uh, destiny is all in y'all favor and not in y'all hand right now. Y'all division is so stinky, but y'all still at the top of it. So at the end of the day, how things close out with you guys is all up to you, to y'all as a whole. So, but I was very impressed with that W. Minnesota still holding on things in the NFC North. And now with the loss with the Eagles, they now still got a shot at, clinching, getting the number 1 seed if Philly don't finish out and close business. So shout out to the Vikings. Basketball, man, Laker Nation, y'all can't catch a break. AD is done. I repeat, Anthony Davis, AD is done for the season, as we all know already. Man. All I can say, I just wish AD well. Uh, his whole camp, his whole training people, whoever, man, that's attached to him, I just wish him well, because I truly feel like this right here might be the final chapter with AD in the Lakers, because here it is now. You win the first year with you get him. Then he comes back with a mediocre par year the year after, and when they got beat by the Suns, no playoffs at all last year, hurt all year, and here it is, you hurt again. So I'm like, oh man. Yeah, they might need to start thinking some other options and some other things. He's a world-class talent though. I mean, when you out a month for basketball, okay, you might can take that. But then out of nowhere it's saying he shut him down the rest of the year. It's like, okay, are they doing that to just, know that, hey, we can use him as a bait to generate some more talent. I mean, he is a great piece. He is uh, a payroll stuffer. He is stuffing a payroll. So anytime you got a payroll stuffer on your roster, man, they're trade bait. They can be used to bait in other players. So all I can say, I wish him well, speedy recovery. Um, Warriors beat up on Memphis this on Christmas Day. Without Steph. Um, Big shout out to Draymond Green, man. Draymond Green had 3 points yesterday, but he had 13 boards, 13 assists. I don't know exactly how many fouls, but shoot, he might have had five fouls, might have had five turnovers, and who knows? But I mean, Draymond affects the game in so many ways, and I think they just got back to 500 with that win yesterday. I don't know exactly when Poole got ejected out of that game. I didn't watch that game. I just, went back and looked at some stats, some numbers, and the analytics, and but it still blows my mind that they hit 19 threes. Poole was ejected. Draymond only scored 3 points, but it had a lot of balance. A lot of balance. Clay contributed nice. Dante, Vizino, um, the Villanova product. He's been blending in with that team very good. Man, holding things down. Since Wiggins been down, very nice. Kaminga getting his confidence back. Moody getting some confidence. Kerr playing like 10 guys right now. So uh, they're a dangerous club. And Steph is just sitting back getting healthy. So big shout out to the Warriors, Steve Kerr, and your program, what you got going on. Major shout out to Doc Rivers, the Philadelphia 76ers. James Harden had probably one of the games of his careers just a few days ago. Uh, I've never been the type of critic or person that has not appreciated James Harden as a basketball player. I've always appreciated him as a hooper because you know what the guy's capable of, but it's kind of like you don't know if how much he wants it. And that's just been my problem with James over the years. I don't know how much he wants it. But to say, okay, does he have game though? To say, can he facilitate and create for others? To say he ain't a bad man. Well, I've never been that kind of critic because that'll be ignorant to say that that man doesn't have all of those traits when if you watching what I've been watching the last 10 years, he's a bad boy. But it's just been he's been a bad boy mostly just regular season. And that's what a lot of people bash him for as a ball player. Like same thing with Paul George in a sense. I mean, but Paul had a lot of success early on in Indiana. They had a tough, grimy team, but Paul was way more successful his early years in Indiana. And then since he's moved on from Indiana, every team he's been with after, well, it ain't been with two, it just seems like he can't catch too many breaks. Well, up until last season, they went to the conference final, but um, all I can say is that basketball is a team game. Uh, it's not the outcome is not just dictated by one individual, but right now the league is in good hands, and Joel Embiid went out on the limb yesterday and was like, "Yeah, man, I should be playing every Christmas," and he's right. I mean, Joel Embiid is a very special talent. He's a generational talent that we get the opportunity to watch play the game night in and night out, and to say that he shouldn't be one of those players playing on Christmas Day every Christmas, that's ignorance. But they headed in the right direction. The East is where it's at right now. I mean, the West is where it's at too. A lot of good ball played in the West, but it's a lot of good. I think it's better ball played in the East right now this year, because I feel like Chicago's turning things around. Atlanta's still gonna be there making some noise. So it's like, yeah, everybody's focused on Boston, Milwaukee, you know, all of those teams in that nature. But then it's like everybody's sleeping on teams like the Pacers, the Hawks, uh, Chicago trying to turn things around. So uh, it's going to be interesting to see how the East plays out. But like I said earlier in the segment, um, health is everything. Uh, Passion is everything, and I feel like when you bring that as an athlete and as a ball player every night, everything else will take care of itself. So just want to send a special shout out to the NBA as a league, as a whole, as an entity. Um, I think the Christmas Day matchups were a success. Everything was pretty balanced. Didn't like the way the Lakers came out in that third quarter and was down like 30 in the quarter, but uh, all the games were pretty, balanced. Memphis laid an egg though. You know, I'm supposed to lose by double digits without Steph. Like, come on now. Like, that's just like last year. Yeah, you guys lost Moran in that series and then went to talking crazy. Like, if he wouldn't have been hurt, this, and that, y'all could have did this and that. But it's like, y'all keep getting what you want with this team, getting the opportunities to figure them out mentally. And then here it is. Y'all can't even beat them on a big stage, without their guy. So it's like, how you expect to beat them with your guy, and they ain't even, and they beat y'all without their guy. So it's like, I think y'all got to go back to the drawing board, uh, figure out how to rebound better against them, because that's where y'all been getting killed at when y'all play the Warriors. They kill y'all on the glass. I don't know why, because y'all got more size than them. So it's like, how's a team that be playing 3, 4 guards out rebounding a team that's got 7 footers? And I don't know. I know what it is. It's Draymond Green. Draymond Green is a mind freak. He doesn't get the credit that he deserves as a ball player, and the impact that he. Oh man, watching Draymond play ball, man, it's just, man. He's clearly the modern day Dennis Rodman, but he's way more balanced and down to earth than Dennis. You can have I think well, I never met Dennis. Heard a lot of crazy, weird stories about Dennis, but I won't make that comment. That's what I won't do. But I will say my analysis on Draymond, it seems as if him having a podcast, his communication skills, and just the way he's able to just um, deal with his audience and talk with his fans and deal with his people before games, right after games. His intellect, his IQ is very upper echelon. That's what I will say. So big shout out to Dre, to the Warriors, Steve Kerr, that whole camp what they got going on. Baseball, just a little bit baseball, man. Man, all the New York teams, man. Well, I can't say all of them, but just Yankees in the mix, man. They been spinning that bag. I don't know what's going on with those teams. I don't know what kind of pressure is on them to win a World Series, but man, they have been spending some money. I'm talking about, man, this team. Both of these teams got payrolls right now. That's gonna be what, close to 500 million next year. That's insane. You telling me you got your roster alone? That's not even counting all your front office, your international folks. Like, man, just the baseball team alone, and that's just the majors. We ain't talking about the people in the minors. Just the major team alone, man. $500 million. God damn. So, but we are talking about two of the highest grossed and earners in all of their respectful sports. So I guess if you can spend $500 million and you worth 4-5 billion, and then if you win it all, I guess it's some good profits out there out on the back end. But man, the pressure really has to be on people like that. That's knowing that I gotta kick out this amount of money with the hopes that I can get out. It's on the back end, and that's the pressure, man, of being wealthy and having so much, you know, courtesy to work with. Uh, the rewards always are bigger, but the risks are so grander. So all I can say is going to be very interesting watching how the season starts and unfolds with both of those franchises. But Carlos Correa, man, you got a lot going on. Uh, I remember one of my previous episodes, I thought it was already a confirmation that he was locked in with the Giants, but come to find out, physical didn't go through. Now he's in New York, same kind of money, but now there's some stuff coming up about his physical again. So haven't heard too much of them not paying him or he's not gonna be there. But man, Carlos got a lot going on. But it's been a blessing, man. We've been 37 minutes in so far. I'm gonna try to end it before we get to 38 because 37 is the lucky number today for the rest of the year. Oh, it's been 37 years and trips around the sun, and I'm very, very thankful for all of that, for all of you, for the people that tap in, to the ones that just, whatever, whatever. It's all love. Big thank you. Can't wait to tap back in with y'all again, episode 27. See y'all Friday, 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern time. It's been a pleasure. Stay blessed.